Hi, it's Mrs. Ratcliffe here, and today we're talking about exponents. So the first thing I need to let you know is that there's a lot of different words related to this operation. So I guess actually the first thing I want to let you know, exponents are just another operation. What do I mean by operation? I mean like dividing, multiplying, subtracting, and adding. There's also exponents. Okay, it's a whole nother set of operation. It's not any of these other ones. Okay, so it's something new. And there's quite a few different words associated with this operation. So you'll often hear exponent, but in Australia in particular, Australians like to call it index, and the plural for the word index is indices. Okay, it's quite important that you know all these words, because often with maths, you might know how to perform the operation, but you may not know what the question's asking for. So it's important to familiarize yourself with the language of the maths. So some other words that are related to exponents are squares or squaring. Square roots is sort of the opposite of squaring. They might say the power of something. So the power of 2 or the power of 3. I'll show you. Or cubing something, or cube roots. Sometimes you also see this term scientific notation, which I will explain a little bit further because it's a little bit different, but very much related to exponents. Okay. So exponents are an operation that asks you to multiply a number by itself. In other words, multiply it times it. Okay. So if you've got a number that says 7 to the power of 2, it's asking you to multiply 7 by itself. How many times you multiply it by itself has to do with that number up there, the exponent number. So since it says 2 up there, you multiply it by itself twice. Okay? An exponent is not the same as multiplying in general. For instance, classic mistake, I said this in class, that people always make is they look at that and they think they have to multiply 5 by 2. It's not the case. That is 5. There are several ways to say it, so I've written them up here. You could say 5 squared. 5 squared, because that's the term we use when 2 is the exponent. You might say 5 to the power of 2. Okay? When you're looking at an exponential number, this bottom number, the big number, is called the base, and this upper number is called the exponent or the index. Okay? So this index is saying 5 to the power of 2, or 5 squared, which is the same as saying 5 times 5, which equals 25. So 5 to the power of 2 is going to equal 25. Okay? So I've just got a couple more examples to show you on how to calculate exponents. This one is 4 to the power of 3. Sometimes we also say 4 cubed, but if that's too complex, it doesn't matter. 4 to the power of 3. So we're going to look at that. That's the same as saying 4 times 4 times 4, because it says to multiply 4 by itself 3 times. Okay? 4 times 4 times 4. Well, 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is going to be 64. So 4 to the power of 3 equals 64. Okay, let's look at another example. This one is 3 to the power of 2. Now, of course, you can say it's 3 squared, because that's the nickname we've given if things are to the power of 2, but 3 to the power of 2 is just as correct. So that's asking you to multiply 3 times itself. How many times? 2 times. 1 and 2. There we go. Multiply 3 by itself. There should be 2 3's in that calculation. That's going to equal 9. So 3 squared, or 3 to the power of 2, equals 9. Okay? All right. So that's a little introduction and an overview of exponents. I hope it has cleared up some thinking for you, and good luck.